Hey guys, it's Nomster, and today I'm in a Redstone world to show off a little bit of a project that I'm working on. So as you can see here from the intro, this is an entire army of mechanical creatures. Now this is all just for one mech, so if you may have guessed, it uses the clone command a lot, and basically it animates the whole process of walking, turning, swiveling, and stuff like that. So as you can see here, the little dummy mech, he's just kind of chilling. He's kind of inspired by the Mantis from Halo 4, that kind of mech. It's also from many other fictional scenarios, such as like the movie Avatar. You know, it's all over the place. So I like that design, so I went with it, that little humanoid look bipedal. And what we got is this. So we have a little Master Chief visor, somewhat, I guess. We have a actual slime block cannon that's doesn't really use any redstone except for a command that summons a redstone torch here to activate it. But the TNT basically gets projected with the slime blocks alone, so it doesn't need any water or anything like that, so it fit in perfectly. It was one wide. It's my favorite design I've seen, and basically it looks like the arm enough to make me want to use it, just stick it on there on the side. So you could put it on both sides, that would just be more redstone, and it's already kind of turning out to be a computer already. So I'm going to get into it and do a little bit of walking around just to show you guys what it's like, and then we'll go over the redstone. Bloop. Oh, conveniently placed sign. I should put a phone number there. Beautiful. It's even equipped with sounds, by the way. So you walk backwards and you walk forwards, and you walk. It's beautiful. You look this way, and you can look this way, actually. I want to walk away from the redstone, that way I don't crush it on accident. And then you want to walk this way. And it's beautiful. So you can go ahead and mess around with the cannon, which you basically just pull out your torch. It's beautiful. It makes me happy. But that's pretty much it. That's really all it does. You can turn around in all directions and just choose your way you want to go. So I'll go this way. And that's it. So we'll go ahead and get out. Get to hear some more noises. I like the sounds though. I like the fact that I use the play sound command, because it really adds to the immersiveness of actually being inside of a mech rather than just being cloned and teleported a bunch. To stop that clock so I don't keep spawning it on me. Oh, okay, it's gone. Alright, but yeah, see, it doesn't leave anything behind. It's just self-contained, and it's beautiful. Well, the redstone isn't self-contained, but the clone command is self-contained. It's just one clone command to move it, basically. Well, there's quite a few connected, but yeah, that's beside the point. First of all, it's very difficult to do this. I suck at the clone command. I've gotten a lot better, so I'll give myself that, but still, this was very time consuming. I don't know how to use like filters and stuff to like make custom clone commands. I'm sure people will tell me, but I just won't do that because I don't find that entertaining. Anyways, so basically each one of these commands is different, and there's a lot of them. Each clone command has different coordinates that I had to specifically look up. And that's not the easiest thing in the world. Well, it is the easiest thing in the world, but it's not the funnest thing in the world. So boredom was a factor in the fact of this being so time consuming, basically. It took me a lot of energy to push myself to do this. So basically, there's multiple systems. What we have over here is the basic system, and this color-coded system right here is the gun. So I'll go ahead and go over the gun first, and what that is basically a clock. It's not a fast clock, it's just a little comparator clock. And this uses, all three systems kind of use the same concept, if that makes sense. They all use AND gates. So as you can see here, there's a green palette, a blue palette, a yellow palette, and a red palette. This is for each direction that the mech can face. So as you see here, green palette, it's a test for command. It's testing it's testing what my rotation is, basically, if I'm facing like this way or whichever way that is. And then it's also testing if I have a redstone torch in my 8th slot and if I have the 8th slot selected. So basically I pull it out. So if I come over here and I pull out a redstone torch, it'll go ahead and spawn the torch and then spawn in the quartz block, which I actually moved twice. But the quartz block basically just replaces the torch, that way I can keep on shooting afterwards. So I can actually kind of show that a little bit too. So I'll come here, pull out the torch, you see it there, it's gone. If I put it away and pull it back out, I could shoot again. So it's beautiful. And that works in all 4 directions as well. Boom. And basically, this system goes into a set block the torch and then set block the quartz. That's pretty much it. There's no sound effects for the cannon, that's just the actual sounds that happen from the piston and the dispenser and stuff like that, so it's beautiful. Okay, that's basically this entire system. So the blue one is testing for a different direction, and that's torch my last lot, different direction for the yellow and different direction for the red. If we go this way from the comparative clock, it goes into a bunch of random stuff that's just vital for the system to work pretty much, especially weather clear. Oh gosh, I hate the rain. So basically, test for block 2 above my head. So if there's a command block that's 2 blocks above my head, that basically indicates that I'm inside of the mech. So if we kind of come into the front of this, you can see that command block is there. That's also a button to get out of the mech as well. But basically that tests if I'm in it, because it's just a 1 by 1 by 2 area, so it basically means if I'm under that command block, I'm going to be under that until I get out. So it's just the easiest way for me to test, and it doesn't really break unless I accidentally go under command blocks over there while this is still on and breaks it. That happened at least a dozen times, so that also delayed the release of this. Alright, so yeah, it goes into test for command block 2 above my head in multiple ways. So first way goes this way, and it's setting block air somewhere to right over there. It goes into this system basically that starts and stops this clock, and what this clock does is, it starts this hyper clock, and what it does is basically go into a bunch of AND gates, and it's testing if I'm walking with a minimum of 35, so I have to back up and walk forward for it to work. That way I can actually walk around a little bit inside of there without moving, just so I can kind of get a feel for where I'm at inside the mech. Because sometimes you can't reach the button and stuff like that unless you're in the direct middle, so you gotta back up a little bit. So I just made the score minimum 35 instead of 0. That way I didn't just walk all the time. And maximum doesn't really matter. And then it's also testing the rotation as well. So it's basically testing which rotation I'm in, so if I'm facing this way and if I'm walking, or if I'm facing this way and if I'm walking this way and this way. And that's pretty simple. It goes into a bunch more complicated stuff over here though. So the AND gate, I'll just go over one layer because each layer is the exact same, just different rotation. It's tileable pretty much, just like those ones right there, and also this as well. So I'll go over one layer of each. Okay, so this AND gate goes up into this negative torch. So basically this torch turns on for a second if those two things are met. So after 12 ticks, it'll set a redstone block here, which stops this clock. No, stops those clocks. Yes. Alright, so we're gonna come here, and this green block right here, yes, it goes into the stop clock. So this basically stops that clock, and then 5 ticks later it fills that clock with stone, so it gets rid of the redstone blocks that stopped it and then fills this with stone. So you can kind of see it a little bit. I don't know how easy that was to understand. It probably isn't very easy. I would give a world download for this, but every single command is pretty much player specific to me due to the fact that I did a collab with Wumpacraft and I didn't want stuff happening at him with my mech, so just about every single thing is my name. So I mean, not a lot of people are going to want to come in here and change every single command block and put in their name, so just doing it for looks pretty much. So as you can see here, this system basically starts and stops the clock. This little hopper thing down here, this torch turns on for, or turns off for a second when this one turns on for a second when these two commands are met. So if I walk in this direction and I'm looking this direction, this little hopper thing is a T flip-flop. So basically the items in here, if I walk this way, it'll then go into there. So it does the whole left foot, right foot animation, because this chain of commands right here is the left foot and then the stand and then left foot and then stand right here. This is the teleport command that teleports you when you walk forward and backwards and stuff. But yeah, so it goes right foot or left foot, whichever foot it is, and then stands. And then if you want to move again, it flips over to this one, which is basically the same commands, just different foot, and then standing again with the same teleport commands because you go in the same direction. So that's pretty much this entire system. It's basically testing if you're moving, testing if you're looking that way, and if it does, it clones and teleports you specifically to what you need to be for this to move, basically, and for you to stay inside of it, which is kind of difficult because it's a 1x1 space. But I didn't have really many problems with it. So this over here is the big part that took a long time. As you see here, there's quite a few command blocks here, but it's a lot smaller than that. But as you can see here, this is the whole walking animation, and the standing and stuff like that If I'm walking and moving around, this is all it takes in one direction. This is the swivel for all 4 directions. Alright guys, explaining the swivel will not be easy, so bear with me, but there are 4 layers. Basically, there's a green, a blue, purple, and an orange, as you can see here. Each one of these stone lines is a hyperclock. Now, each one of these hyperclocks is only on one at a time, meaning it saves from lag, which doesn't really help on servers, I've found out, but in single player it helps immensely, especially if you don't have that much RAM to allocate. So, as you can see here, this also works off of AND gates, such as the other 2. So if you come up here, they're right next to each other, so it looks like there's just a line of torches, which there is, but the left to right, which means if I look this way to that way, it's different from this way to this way, because right to left is over here, left to right is over here. Over here, yeah. But the left to right is, that's left to right, right? Yes? Left to right is green, and orange is right to left, so it's just kind of flip-flops. But there's no real way to go about that, I guess. That's as compact as I can get it. So basically, the way I differentiated left to right and right to left is the time of delay. So basically, if I'm looking left, so let's say this is left, point of reference, that's forward and that's right. Or that's right, that's left. Yeah, you know what I mean? Okay. Left would be the 4-tick delay. So if I'm looking here, and then I look right, there's a 4-tick delay, which means it still detects that I'm looking that way for 3 more ticks. So right is 1 tick. So if I basically look this way, I'm looking this way, and I look to the right, left and right will both be on for about like less than a second. It'll just tick, basically. It will just flicker a redstone torch right here. And that AND gate will have enough time to activate the clone commands in that specific order. But basically, if I look right to left, it will not work because this is off by the time this is on, because this is 1 tick and that took 4 ticks to turn on left to right, so right turns off before forward does, left does not. Hard to explain, I'm sorry. But basically that's how I did all 4 layers with a lot of rotation commands, and they were not easy. They were not easy. A lot of them are the same though, but the clone commands, the teleport commands, and then the play sound commands that happen every time it clones and you walk forward and stuff like that and swivel. Alright guys, and that is pretty much how you make this system, explanation wise anyways. This was not a tutorial by any means, but if you guys were kind of wondering the concepts of how I did it and what I used to do it, you can implement this into your own stuff. Try to make your own mech, maybe, something, I don't know, maybe planes. This can basically fly. I just need to take away the walk counter, so basically it'll keep going up and I'll just keep flying. So it's pretty cool, but there's many things you can do with this type of system, so you can experiment with yourself, I guess. Wumpa did make a much more compact version, as you may see in his video, but his lower body does not turn and stuff like that. His lower body is completely separate from his upper body, and animation-wise, it just keeps going over and over in a walking pattern, but that's perfectly fine. It still works good. I like it. His walk's a lot faster than mine because there's a lot less redstone to go through, but I do like mine. I like my humanoid feel to it, so thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see a battle between mine and his mech, I will put that at the end of this video. And fair warning, it is quite laggy. That's just due to the server, though. Like, adding in his redstone wouldn't make mine lag really anymore, considering his is a lot less than mine. But the server was, you know, not enough RAM, so sad day, but it's still funny. I still enjoyed it, and it was pretty cool making a project with that guy. So thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you're new here and you like my mech, and I'll let you guys watch the battle.
Take 5, 700.
And a half?
And a half.
Alright. Game mode 0. That's something. Alright, so this is Wumpacraft, for those of you who don't know, coming from my channel, and I'll link his channel in the description. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Forced advertisement? No. But yeah, so I'll link his channel in the description. He does stuff similar to me, and I'll let him explain what we're doing today.
Eat it.
What? No.
Mech battle, let's go!
Oh, goodness. There's still that green patch where my mech used to be. It's like when you leave something in your lawn and the grass dies. That's how long it was there.
It's because it's the second message of this video that technology will destroy the ecosystem. Promise. And you really no. Oh my gosh, no, the phone's going. One moment, I'm gonna have to take this.
I'll I'll just stay on mute for a little bit. This tree will experience my wrath, that's all I gotta say.
Oh no!
Oh, something. Okay. I saw the score for you for like 600 for a second that disappeared.
Yeah, I don't think it likes us both moving at the same time. We're gonna get there, folks.
I can't even see
One
you.
day.
There's a tree right in the way.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go right through.
Oh, there it goes. Shall I
Yep, I
release
almost-
the missiles or are you gonna strafe? I can't see what you're doing. Damn
Eh.
leaves. What was
Activate missiles. I threw them in the tree. It didn't work. They didn't blow up. Oh yeah, they did.
that?
No,
Aha.
no.
I will take out your feet. Oh, it shot twice. It shot like 6 times. What's going on?
It shot quite a lot of times.
Man, the fact that you can back up is.
Oh no, I stopped myself. No, I stopped the mech. I have to wait for it to reset. There we go.
Should I shoot again? Is that gonna reach you this time? Probably not. It'll reach your feet, which probably won't make a difference. I think my tactic will just to be disintegrate you by walking into you. That's what's gonna be.
Oh no.
You're walking too fast.
No, where'd that go?
uh,
Oh, I got one on the tree.
uh,
Oh, I got hit.
I'm running away. I think. Ow! You hit me.
Oh,
Didn't quite hit
your
me.
one's down.
Run away. I need a better angle so I can actually reach you. My gun's only on the right side of my arm, so.
Let's do the disintegrating. Ow. Why, hello there.
I don't know what's. Oh, I think I'm out. You're stepping on me.
Oh, am I?
I can't do a whole lot. I'm in survival, so. I think you have rendered me incapable of moving. I'm just gonna accept
I
defeat
won the
probably
mech
now.
battle.
That was the least intense battle I've ever experienced, but for some reason
I think it's probably
my
the
heart
best we're
was
gonna
still
get.
racing.
Oh wow,
I'm still fighting.
I've trampled you.
Yeah, I'm literally in the ground. You stomped me in
Just a fair bit.
No.
Yes,
the
I feel this is unbalanced.
Nah.
Just a bit.
I have mushroom.
Oh no!
Well, that turned out
I
better
was
than expected. I could do this fancy thing where I turn right and I just get a whole new mech. You were
No!
trapped in here with me.
Plot twist.